Hey ho, Wendy Safe Farm Head News. It's another middle of the night chatty video because guess what? It's dentist day. And so I woke up at 2:45 and couldn't go back to sleep. And so now here we are together. Here we are together. And we're going to talk about some stuff. Today is show and tell. And you know, I'm just going to show some stuff and it's going to be fun if you like this sort of thing. I am turning 50 in less than 1 month and it feels really significant and I'm actually excited. I've always kind of been excited to be 50, mainly because of Sally O'Malley from Saturday Night Live, and I'm going to go around all year going, I'm 50 years old. I'm going to do it. Don't test me because I'll do it. And so the other thing to know about me, also influenced by Saturday Night Live from my youth, is that I'm obsessed with anything that glows in the dark. And so this fountain pen came out by Benu and Endless Pens and Jane Euphoria. And I was like, I don't really have to have it, until I saw that it was glow in the dark. And then I was like, well, add to cart. There we go. So I got it and it's limited to 100 pieces. And then I emailed the wonderful customer service at Endless. I've never had anything but amazing customer service from them. And I said, I know you can't guarantee, but I'm about to turn 50 and it feels really big. Is there any way I could have number 50 of the Bratty Rizz fountain pen? And so in my mind, I was like preparing myself to not get it. They sent me a super nice email wishing me happy birthday and blah, 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 and that they can't guarantee, but they'll try. And they added it to the note. Anyway, I know that they can't guarantee a certain number. They just can't. There's no possible way, like in fulfillment, you could promise everybody that they can have the number that they want. So we were joking that it would be funny if I got like 48 or 52. It would be really funny. But I will show you the pen now. It's kind of a fun unwrapping because of the way they package this. So it's actually in a box. See the fancy box? And then inside the box is the sleeve. And I'll take it out. And the funny thing is that I have not, you'd think that I haven't opened this, but I have. And it has ink in it and I've been using it. But I put it all back in here for you. For you people. That's who I did it for. Okay, and now, here she is. Come here. So I'm like opening, I was really nervous to open it, and it took me kind of a while to like build up the courage to open it. And so then I finally did, and I looked at it, and it's super fun. It has sparkly stars and stuff in it, like this. And guess what? It glows in the dark, and guess what else? See if I can get it to focus on that. Can you see it? I might have to take the cap off, or hold it like this. Maybe you just won't be able to see it. I can't see it through the viewfinder because my eyes are bad, but it's number 50 of 100. They actually were able to give it to me, number 50. 50 years old. There it is. You can see 50 years old. So this will be a really special pen in my collection because it'll just remind me of this whole funny experience, and the glow in the dark will make me so happy, and I really like it. So thanks to Endless Pens. I really appreciate it. If you don't know, I'm an Endless Pens affiliate, and the code is down below, and I urge you to check them out. They have some really wonderful products and deals, and more brands coming along all the time. And I will do a writing sample with this if you want to see. And then, but I have more show and tell to do. So I'm going to set this aside, and we can talk about it again in a minute. All right, Bratty Rizz, sit down right here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in its pen, in a pen rest. My pen rest is from Stationery Stack. I love it. I have 2 of them. Okay, so then another thing that happened is that a friend of mine was kind of doing a major fire sale de-stash and asked me if I wanted a binder of Lamys. And I was like, what exactly do you mean? And he was like, that's exactly what I mean, is a binder full of Lamys. And I was like, all right. And so I bought them from him. And I said, now, are you going to be offended if I turn around and sell these? He said, no. And so I was like, all right, I'll do it. That's fine. Because historically, Lamy has not been my jam. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to buy them, and then I'm just going to sell most of them, and then keep the ones I want to keep, if there are any that I want to keep. I have discovered the joy of a Lamy for work because of the snap cap, because it's hard to, I have to keep notes really quickly, and so it's easier for me to have a snap cap. So I've grown a new love for Lamy. So I was like, oh, I'm going to keep kind of more than I thought I would. So I thought I'd show you which ones I kept. Move some of this stuff out of the way. All right, here they are. They're in this little special container. And I'm going to try to tell you the names of them, and it's going to be hilarious because I don't really know. Okay, this one is something. I don't know. Plum or something. I don't know. It has a nib on it, and I don't know what nib it is. So that's a good start. A nice start of the first one I don't know the name of. Okay, the second one, I do know this one. So this was a special edition that was put out by Lamy, and they had, look how fun that is with the bright yellow section. It was like some kind of package deal with a notebook, and then I don't have the notebooks, but I have the pens, and I actually have 2 more of these. So if you're interested, I have a couple. You too can own this random Lamy. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of fun and glossy and red, so I picked it. And that's one of the other ones I chose. Stay. Okay, it'll stay there when I put another one. This one is, I think, lilac. It came out last year or something like that. And it has a kanji nib on it, which I kind of love. I got a lot of these with kanji nibs, which is the nib that, if you don't know, Lamy recently discontinued, and there was like a run on them. People were like, there's some at Jet Pens, there's some at Vanness, there's some at, people were just like freaking out and buying them up. Oh, I just dropped something. Okay. And so it was just kind of a funny situation. Anyway, okay, so this one is an exclusive, and it doesn't say it on here, but I think it might just be a Japanese exclusive, but it's medium, and the difference is it's kind of the same color as the Safari. This is a Safari, as the actual one that's called the Safari Green, except for it has this cool gold clip, and I think it's really fun. And since it was a super special edition, I picked that one. And then I will bring out another spastic green one. So this one I think is charged green. I have not been able to find anything to dispute that. That's what I think this is. If you think I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to know about it. This is a fine. I can't believe I can see these tonight. That's amazing. And so I just thought that was kind of fun to keep in the collection. And so here we are. Wouldn't it be funny if I just kept pulling out Lamys, like 100 Lamys? It's not going to be 100. There are 3 more. Okay, so this is the Safari in petrol. And petrol is one of my favorite colors. And so this is one that I instantly kept because I wanted to have a petrol in my collection. And then the other 2 that I kept are actually Lamy LXs, not All-Stars. So it's a body built kind of like an All-Star, but they're a little bit weightier. They have a metal finial on each end. And so they're just a little bit heavier to hold. They came with this funky little black nib. I don't know if you can see that. It has like a little circle around the slit. Yeah, the slit is outlined, okay? Oh, God. All right, so that's that one. And then the last one that I kept is this one, which is also a Lamy LX. This one is called Pink, which I'd rather it was called Rose Gold or whatever, but here's the fun finial and on each end. And what does it say on there? Germany. And this one, I put a 24K broad nib on it, and it's delicious and delightful. So this is my little family of Lamys that stayed with me from the Lamy fire sale that I had, or that I was the beneficiary of. And so I have sold a few of these, but I still have 20 all stars and safaris that need to go to new homes, and some of them have kanji nibs. I still have some with kanji nibs. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. You can reach out to me on Instagram, and the way to find that information is down below in the description. I always put how to contact me kind of at the bottom. So those are my Lamys, and make you wait while I put them back in their little spots, because I like them to be in their little spots. So anyway, I have a newfound love for the Lamy All-Star and the Lamy Safari, and especially the Lamy LX. I'm really enjoying that a lot. And that is the story of the Lamys. And I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, those of you who watch my videos, thank you for watching. You're so sweet. I can't believe it. It's just like, feels like I'm a ridiculous, I don't know. I'm totally ridiculous. Okay, this is show and tell that I shouldn't have bought, but I did because it's super fun. This is the Colorverse Shuttle line, and this I believe is the ink barrel, which I love this. I have another one. It's really great for traveling with ink. It has a little dropper in it, and it has even a place for you to set your dip pen on it. But I really liked that, and so I bought it, and I wanted to have another color of ink with me when I go somewhere. So that is that. This is this. That is that. So that's that. I'm going to set that aside because I'm not going to use it today. And what we're going to do, which you don't even know about, this is the Colorverse brass shuttle nib. Look at that. It's kind of cool presentation, like the way that they put it in there. I'm trying not to touch it with my fingers because a lot of people talk about how they have problems with these nibs, and a lot of it could be contributed to hand oils. And so what I'm actually going to do is pause after we get out the shuttle nib holder in brass, because I couldn't possibly have a brass shuttle nib and not the brass holder. Come on, let's be reasonable. I'm actually going to pause and go brush its teeth a little bit and just clean it off so that it doesn't have any of my disgusting hand oils on it that will make it not right. Because if you have oils on your hands, they will kind of hold on to ink and not do what you want it to do, and not, you can't get it to come out. Yada yada. And so I wanted to compare this to the stainless steel one, and so we're going to do that right now. But hold on, I'm going to go brush its teeth. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have the shuttle nib in here, in this paper towel, and I wanted to show you how I do this. So I just used a really mild soap, and I just kind of got it in there. You can use a super soft toothbrush, like a baby toothbrush, or they sell soft toothbrushes sometimes at the dollar store. You can get one there to use for this purpose. I don't really bother with that. I just use my fingers and with the soap and, with the paper towel. And then I always hold it in the paper towel after I've washed it so that it doesn't get my disgusting hand oils on it. So I will put it in its little holder here. Go in, buddy. There we go. All right, so now see, I don't have my hand oils on there. So trick of the day. Wash your nibs, everybody. Excuse me. The one thing that happens at 3 o'clock in the morning is that I think I'm hilarious. So if you don't think I'm hilarious, I'm really sorry. It's too bad for you. Okay. I am gonna I'm gonna do some ink sampling, some ink swatching. And I'm going to write the names of the ink with the brass nib, which you guys know I kind of hate doing this because it always turns out funky for me. And so just stay with me. It's going to be okay. We're going to do it together. And I was going to write, I don't know what I was going to write. I'm not going to write anything, actually. I have a variety of inks to try. Some are new, some are not new, and I just wanted to show them off and see how they looked. And I have a new Onion Skin A5 notebook that I'm using right now. This one is by Curnow Bookbinding. I usually use the Remy Road Onion Skin, but my Remy Road Onion Skins are A5 Slim, so they don't fit in this little blue leather thing that I like to use for this. And look at this annoying thing. Like, we'll see if my OCD allows me to do this. I mean, I'm doing it. So see how the Curnow bookbinding thing is upside down because of the way I put it in there. Whatever. It's going to be fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So I'm not sure where to start with these. I'm going to start with the non-shimmery ones. And I want to get out my little very fancy ink tool, which is this cocktail stir stick that has sparkles in it. And we're going to, oh, let me just talk about one more thing before I get going. Because one of the inks that I want to swatch for you is an ink by Sugar Turtle Studio and Diamine called Wet Turtle. And a little bookie of sticky notes that are not in here. Where are those sticky notes? They must have fallen out somewhere. That's a bummer. I was going to show you guys those. Nuts. Walnuts. Anyway, I won this and a little thing of very proper cat sticky notes from the Pen Addict giveaway. I know I just won one not too long ago. It's just the luck of the draw, man. It's just the way it is. But when this happened, Brad was like, oh, this is kind of a perfect giveaway for Wendy Sue. And I was like, okay. And I could not figure out why. And it took me a really long time. And then I realized it's because the ink is called Wet Turtle and I could use it as a dirty word on my Dirty Word Shorts series. So I'm pretty sure that's what he meant, which is actually really funny. But it's really funny that it took me that long to realize what in the hell, why he would say that. But anyway, so that's funny. So I'm going to start with this fun ink. It's Robert Oster and it's Sushi. And I think that I might have had a sample of this at one time. It is long gone, I'll tell you. But I might do these in the form of what Simone recently did, which was like little clouds. Little clouds. Happy little clouds. All right, and now we're going to try out the brass Colorverse, everybody. So another trick to using these nibs, if you're having struggles with ink flow or you can't get it to write, it can have ink in every channel. And so as you're writing, if you rotate your pen just a little bit, you'll get more ink coming out of every channel. And so if one runs out, you can always make it, you know, turn your nib and see if there might just be a bit more ink in there. So another happy little Colorverse tip for you. So that is Robert Oster Sushi. And you guys, I love you, but I am not putting timestamps on all of these. I don't think. Maybe I will in the end, but I don't know if I can do it. So we'll find out. It'll be an exciting surprise for all of us. We don't know. The next one I'm going to do is a non-shimmer. This one's called Velvet Crush, and I'd never heard of this one before. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get it. And so I got it. And I'm going to do a happy little cloud. Where's my paper towel? Here it is. Usually I'm smart and I put my paper towel somewhere it's easy to reach, but I didn't do that this time. Okay, I hope you guys appreciate how pretty this color is because I really like it a lot. So a happy little cloud. Happy little cloud. I'm not even going to fill it all the way in because I kind of like the way it looks like that. And then where's my Colorverse? What did I do with that? Oh no. I took it out. Oh, it's in the paper towel. Haha, durr. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I also want to try an experiment. So see how that time I filled it, I dipped it all the way up to the circle on the nib. And so I think that that's a little extra ink reservoir that you can put more ink into it. That's just what I think, but I don't know. What do you think? Robert Oster. Oh, it's not Oster. I learned this from Kimberly at All the Hobbies. It's Oster like toaster. Robert Oster. Now we know. Velvet Crush. Isn't that a pretty color? I just feel like It's really pretty, and I like it. I like the way it dries, too, so we'll look at it again when it dries. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to use up the ink that's on the nib. Do you ever do that? Like, if I am tired of an ink in a pen, I'm like, bye-bye, and I drop that like it's hot. I dump that stuff so fast it's not even funny. But for some reason, if it's on the, oh my gosh, there was so much in there. It made all the difference to dip it up into the little ring, up to the little circle on there. That's funny. But if there's ink left on it when I'm doing ink swatching, I'm like, well, I should keep drawing or writing until it doesn't have any more ink in it. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't know what my problem is. It's one of my many problems. Let's just be honest. Okay, Sugar Turtle Studio, a wet turtle, which I totally will do a dirty word about that. It's so funny. I'm a total idiot that it took me so long to figure out what the heck he was talking about. And maybe that still wasn't even what he was talking about. I don't know. I don't know what Brad thinks. Okay. Sugar Turtle Studio, wet turtle. I'm going to do it over here. Happy little clouds. This is such a fun turquoise color, and it dries really cool. It's really, I really like it a lot. And so I'm really glad to have it, because I hate to be the one to tell you, you can't get this anymore. Sugar Turtle. Wet turtle. It's kind of gross, man. Oh, funny. Okay, so we're going to just do some little things here, because now I have a bunch of ink built up in this thing. So see what I mean? Like, if I had done this right out of the package, it could have had machine oils from being made or from somebody touching it when they put it in the box. And so now I've cleaned all that off, and so it works really well, and I don't have to mess around with it, not putting ink out. So, hot tip. You know, the more you know. Okay, so I actually like the brass one. I like the stainless steel one fine. It's not like I didn't like it. But this one I actually really like. I like it's not super scratchy on the page, which I would expect on onion skin for one thing, and from a nib like this for another thing. But, you know, it's exciting to discover these things. Okay, I got some Birmingham inks. I swore I was done with Birmingham inks because I have too many. And I love them. And so they came out with some stuff that I could not deny. And so this is Cold Snap. Oh, yeah. I'm excited about this one because it's pretty cool. I like the way it dries. Okay, get my little guy out here and dry him off. All right, Cold Snap is going to be kind of a bigger little cloud because I like it. Cold Snap. I want to decide bigger. Here we go. Yeah, it's super fun. I know it looks, right now it looks kind of like, oh, that's weird. But when it dries, it looks really cool. Birmingham. Can't spell. At 3 in the morning. Re-dip it. I didn't dip it up to the circle. That's my problem. So my understanding is that there was some kind of problem with this ink, that initially when they sent out this bundle, the ink did not resemble the pictures at all. And people let them know that. And they, in their true fashion, which I've always found them to do what's right for the customer, they fixed it and sent it out. So when you buy, if you buy this ink bundle now, if it's still available, it actually says Cold Snap 2 on it, because it is the revised version, like the true version of Cold Snap, rather than whatever they sent the first time. So just be aware of that. I mean, I don't even know if you can still buy this on their website. I never know what's up and what's down from there. Okay, so that's one of them. I have a bunch of Birmingham ones. Shall I do them together or shall I do them separately? That's the question. I'm going to do them kind of near each other. The next one is Cistern, which I think is a funny, these guys come up with funny names for their inks. Cistern. Somebody asked me kind of recently, like, why do you keep your ink in their boxes? Like, why don't you get rid of their boxes? And the reason is, even though I live, like, I keep my inks kind of in a basement, like I'm the Phantom of the Opera, you know, like I hoard them in the basement so they don't see a lot of sunlight. They can degrade over time through UV light, and if they're not in the box. So that's why I keep the boxes. Because although they are my dragon hoard in the basement right now, you never know what would happen. I might move them upstairs someday. And then what would I do? Because they wouldn't have their boxes. So this one is Cistern, which I think is also really, really pretty. I like it a lot. I have become a blue person recently, which feels weird. Because a lot of times I'm like, man, blue. I feel about it like, oh, that was a little bloop. Birmingham Cistern. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I lost my marbles. Sorry. It'll come back to me or it won't. That's fine. Birmingham. I was talking about blues and blue blacks. Okay. So I've always been kind of like, in the same category as brownings. I don't like brownings. I never will use black ink. You will never see me use black ink, ever. I'm just going to blot that B because it's a little sad and bloopy. But I recently have just become a blue lover, and I love, this is a really good blue black. It's really, really good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's hard to think of words in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Okay. Whoop. Yeah. It's my second thing I've dropped so far in this little stream. Okay. The next one in that bundle is Washed Lavender, which I also really like. This is one that I put into a pen that I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep, which, you guys, it's a grail pen that I don't know if I'm going to keep. Isn't that weird? I feel like sometimes when my taste differs from like the norm, I get nervous. Like, but everyone says that this is the best, and it's the Pelikan M1000, and I like it. It's not that I don't like it. I like it, but I just feel kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like the way some people feel about it. Like, oh my gosh, this is the best pen ever, and I don't feel that way. I like it. Like I said, I do like it. But anyway, so that I put this ink in there. So this is Birmingham. I'm gonna like run it across there so I don't get a bloop again. Look, I didn't get a bloop. It's kind of hard to see in writing, but it's not in a broader nib. Lavender. So the other day, I don't know how this happened. I was searching for something else, and I do not make it a habit of shopping at Walmart. And you can ask me why when you see me out somewhere. I'll tell you why. But I noticed that there was an ad that got served up to me that said Tomoe River notebook, and it was $2.79, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? That said dot grid. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to buy this just, for science. So I'll test that out when I get it. I don't know. I mean, I hate, I don't know. It's a thing. But I hope that you will shop with your conscience and don't be tempted by things like I am. Okay, this one is Turkey Feather. And there wasn't a single one in this bundle that I was disappointed with. I really liked all of them. And so that's kind of fun when that happens. Because sometimes you get inks, not to the fault of any ink brand or maker. It just happens sometimes that you're kind of like meh about something that you buy. But I really like all of these. Look at that. It's just like a really nice rusty brown color. It looks like, okay, I'm going to confess something right now. I have to write the name of it. I have an irrational fear of wild turkeys. Like, I need to talk to my therapist about it. It's crazy. And it's because wild turkeys can be really mean. And they will like chase you and be, I don't know. I just am scared of them. And every time they come around in my life, I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Get away, get away, get away, get away. And so my friends think it's really funny that I am afraid, so afraid of turkeys, wild turkeys. I don't know if I would have told you that if it wasn't the middle of the night. So enjoy that little tidbit of information. Like, look how cool this would be in writing too. It's just a really neat kind of bronzy ink. And I'm interested to see if it'll turn the water oh yeah. When you use some Birmingham inks, it turns the water kind of like an antifreeze color. This one does. That's part of the reason why it looks like this. Why it looks kind of, has an interesting glow to it is because it has that kind of green colorant that they use over there at Birmingham. Okay, and now I still have more. You guys, this is going to be a long video because here's what happens when I go for a long time without doing a video. I have more and more things that I want to talk to you about. And then I'm like Mr. Rogers and I come in and I put on my sweater. Oh, I have on my jade shawl. My friend Becky is like a knitting savant. I'm not kidding. She's super fast at it and can do really complicated things like this. I don't know if you can see that. Like this. I'm opening it from the inside, but this is a shawl she made for me that I call Jade, and I've been wearing it because it's been chilly down here in the morning. So, I didn't shake this up enough, I don't think. So shout out to Becky, the knitting savant. This one is what made me buy from Birmingham again, because I was excited about this combination, and I rightly should have been because it's really great. This is onion flower Twinkle, and I have in my garden a little area that I call Chive Town because it has so many chives, and we give them away to people, like dig up clumps of them to give away to people every year, and yet there are still 1 billion chives in this area, and they put out these gorgeous purple blossoms, which I love. And so I just thought, I have to have onion flower Twinkle. Of course I do. Duh. All right, I have my thing here. It's not going to have any glitter in it, and that's fine. Also, the state of my garden. I'm going to start way over here. Onion, flower, Twinkle. And when it dries, you'll see how twinkly it is. It's really, really twinkly. So my garden is very small. And I have come to the conclusion that most vegetables, zucchini, cucumbers, blah, 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 taste pretty much the same from the grocery store as they do from your garden. And they're really easy to like go out of control in your garden. And so I don't grow them. I only grow tomatoes because the taste of homegrown tomatoes is so different from the taste of store-bought tomatoes. This is like a rant that you don't need to hear, but I'm telling you about it anyway. And so I grow tomatoes, and I always overplant because we live in a climate where we get hail, and I always lose some plants to hail, except for this year. I didn't lose any plants to hail, and so I have 14 tomato plants in my little tiny garden, and I kind of just let them like go ham. They're totally crazy. They're just like all over the place. It's really funny. And so we've been enjoying the tomatoes. Let me back up. First of all, Tesla Coil. I had this, and I used almost all of it and sampled a lot of it out. And so I got a new one because people always want to try it. Anyway, long story short. So my tomatoes are starting to mature, and I am the only one who eats them. My daughter likes to help me pick them, but she will not eat them. So I'm the only one who really eats them. And that's fine because we have them, they're in our front yard, and so we invite our neighbors to just help themselves to them also, which this year I got really smart and asked the neighbors to help prep the bed because my husband had just had surgery. And Birmingham it worked out awesome. We got it done in like less than an afternoon. It was just a couple of hours, and it was awesome. So, Tesla coil. I'm also kind of obsessed with Nikola Tesla, and that's part of the reason why I like having this ink too. Yes, I am a weird bird. That is the truth. You cannot deny that I am weirdly interested in weird things, and I'm okay with that. Okay, Tesla coil. This is a really super sheeny ink. It's really quite something to see. However, it needs to dry before you can really see the beautiful properties of Tesla coil. All right, that's it for the Birmingham ones. Although I did get a Birmingham ink for my friend that I should show you. Did I already show this? I don't know. This is another one you can't get. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to do it anyway. My friend Dustin sent me his Birmingham salmon hors d'oeuvres because I fell in love with it, because I'm in love with the salmon glow resin from Franklin Christoph. And so obviously I need salmon glow ink to put in my salmon glow pens. Writing ink, salmon hors d'oeuvres, made in Pennsylvania. You can kind of tell the vintage is what I'm trying to say, but like when the ink was made based on the label. So like sometimes it says made in Pennsylvania, but when they first started out, they were made somewhere else. And so it said that. Swift formula, they don't have that information anymore. So you can tell this is kind of an older one, and it's an older style bottle. I mean, I don't know if you care, but sometimes people do care. So there you go. All right, salmon hors d'oeuvres, which will now live in my salmon glow pens forever because it's so funny. Happy little cloud of salmon hors d'oeuvres. Let's see how this goes after doing Tesla coil. I had to learn how to spell salmon hors d'oeuvres when I was looking for this. O-E-U-V-R-E. It's actually called salmon hors d'oeuvre, not hors d'oeuvres. Just a singular hors d'oeuvre. Who knew? I did get a little drop of blue on that B there, and I don't care. It's going to be fine. All right. Oops. Donk. So those are some inks, and then I have some more that I'm going to show you in just a second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, bio break. It happens. This is what we do in our lives. Sometimes when you talk for so long, you have to take a bio break. Okay, here's a couple more inks. I'm going to scoot this over and make sure that they're in frame. These are Shake and Shimmy. And so this is going to bother some of you because some people very gently agitate their shimmer ink bottles, and I do not. I do not have time for that, and so I shake them up like crazy, and it all usually works out fine. Sometimes there's bubbles, and if there are there, that's fine. I need a paper towel. Let's see. What other weird things can I tell you about myself? So dumb. Okay, so here we have Robert Oster Barrossa Gilt. There's 2 R's and 2 S's. I'm just going to remember that for a second. Okay. And I should have put it down by washed lavender and onion flower twinkle because they are kind of similar. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to dip her up. Ooh, now I don't have anywhere to put my hand. This is a problem. This is like a struggle to do this. Oh my gosh, I just almost knocked that ink over. That was crazy. Can you imagine if I'd done that on a video? I would have sworn for sure 2 R's and 2 S's. Gilt, and this is Robert Oster, like toaster. My what was I gonna say? It was something about, I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, Barrossa Gilt. It's a really pretty purple with a pretty shimmer. I'll show you these up close when I'm done because they have really pretty shimmer on them. And I like that. I like shimmer. My husband's up probably wondering why I'm not in bed. I hope he's okay. Because usually he sleeps right through, but he may have gotten up and been like, where's my wife? I'm not in bed. Okay, this one is really pretty. It's called Blue Velvet Storm, which sounds like a comic book character, in my opinion. Blue Velvet Storm. So, here she comes, Blue Velvet Storm. He also gets confused sometimes, my husband, that is, when I'm talking to somebody and he doesn't know that I'm talking to somebody. So, like, the fact that I'm talking to the video is probably really confusing to him if he can hear it. My friend Rob, from Rob's Penworks, because he's awesome, did some muling for me from Japan. And he called one night, like, late at night. It was, like, 11 o'clock our time. Because he was at the plotter place and he was like, I need to know what exactly you guys want. So we did this group chat and my husband was like, he had been asleep and he was like, what is happening? Okay, Robert Oster. Blue Velvet Storm. These, I mean, are barely legible because yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's not homework. I don't have to turn it in. I don't have to throw it into the fires of Mount Mordor. It's going to be fine, even if I do it this way. Because it's my book and my paper, and I can do what I want. Right? Right. It's a struggle, though, because, you know, especially because I'm showing you, I want it to look okay. I mean, I know you guys won't be like, you, I mean, at least historically. Maybe somebody will someday, and then I will say, have a nice day, and block them. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like it has to be perfect. This is a problem. So my whole company went through Brene Brown Dare to Lead training. And we learned some stuff about ourselves. I think a lot of us did. And one of the things that I really learned was about my perfectionism. And it's kind of an armoring behavior for me. But one of the things that I do is that I use perfectionism to protect myself. I mean, this is, you guys, this is deep. This is like middle of the night information. I would not be telling you this during the day. For example, like if I don't think I can do it perfectly, I won't start. I won't even start because I just get like overwhelmed and I feel like I can't, if I can't do it perfectly, why do it? And it's a problem. And so, you know, this is the thing for therapy. This is Vinta Sodalite. This is a Vanness exclusive. I'm also an affiliate with Vanness, and there's a code down below. I love Vanness with like an irrational love. They don't, I mean, they barely even know who I am, I'm sure, but I love them. They're so, first of all, they're kind. Secondly, they are so fast. Their shipping is so fast. It's ridiculous. And we joke about it in Simone's Discord. How dare Vanness take a full hour to ship my order? Because they ship things right away. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. But it's true. They really have the line, and they must be right near the main hub of the post office because, man, their stuff ships and gets out fast, and I love it. Vinta Vanness. This color is a little light in writing, but I still really like it. I like the way that it dries. It's really pretty. Oh, I didn't do any lines around it. That's sad. I'm going to go back and do that because I want to. Yeah, Vanness. They're awesome. And Lisa Vanness. If you don't follow Vanness on Instagram, you really should because she gets on sometimes and shows new products, and it's pretty funny. She's just adorable. Her little accent telling everybody about the new stuff is really cute. Okay, so there's that. Vinta and Vanness, Sodalite. And last I checked, this was available. They just got this back in. So if you want it, go and get it. And there's one more ink. One more, people. And then this will all be over and I can try to go back to sleep. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try. Okay, so the last one is a really interesting one. It's Wearingeul Frankenstein. Frankenstein. I don't have to be obnoxious about it, but here it is. And it has shimmer and sheen. And it's really interesting purple, which, I mean, I don't know that I would associate. The obvious thing, I don't know. Purple is fine for Frankenstein. I don't really care. But I just was surprised that it was purple, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I like it. And so that's why I'm showing it to you. Okay. Frankenstein. Oh God. I couldn't get it open. Okay. And now I'm going to have to find other inks to put in here. Because look, I didn't space it out well. I never space things out well. That's part of my brand. It's all haphazard with me. And I keep promising this, it's going to happen. My daughter and I are slowly putting together the package for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which will be coming up soon. And it was going to have really good stuff in it, you guys. We're planning, it's not going to be crazy junk. Oh, I didn't do the writing. Whoops. It's really going to be fun. She has picked out some really fun things, and I have picked out some really fun things. So this is Wearingeul Frankenstein. And we're going to do these for Frankenstein. What I should have done, oh, if I'd thought of it, maybe I can make it this. I could have done it like stitches, you know, like stitching Frankenstein up. The monster, not Frankenstein, the doctor. You wouldn't do that to him. I mean, you could, I guess. This isn't going as well as I'd hoped, but at least I'll know what I was trying to do. I like this side. It's the other side that's a little janky. It's okay. It's all fine. Everything's fine. So the verdict is I really like the brass Colorverse Shuttle nib. It's nice. I love all of these inks. I think they're great. And I'm going to hold them up close to the camera so you can see what they look like dry, because almost everything is dry. So I'll start back where we began a long time ago. You may not even remember. Robert Oster Sushi, Velvet Crush, Birmingham Cistern. Where am I focusing? I'm on the wrong page. Okay, here we go. There we go. Cistern and Cold Snap. Look how fun that is. And Sugar Turtle Wet Turtle. And Birmingham Washed Lavender. Nope. There we go. Camera work is hard. Birmingham Turkey Feather, where I admitted a lifelong fear. Birmingham Onion Flower Twinkle, Tesla Coil, and Salmon Hors d'oeuvre. And then Vanness exclusive Sodalite and Robert Oster Blue Velvet Storm. I really like that. That's fun. And Robert Oster Barrossa Gilt. And then not quite dry, but actually pretty close. Wearingeul Frankenstein. You can kind of see the shimmer. It's kind of hard in my basement layer to see shimmer. But anyway, that's all. I hope you're having a great day. You know, all of the things are down below. If you want to know about them, you can go look. And the vendors that I love are down below, and the ones that I'm an affiliate for, please use my affiliate codes if you feel so inclined. It really helps out my channel. And like and subscribe and all of those things. And I wish you the best day. And I hope that when the sun comes up in your time zone, it is a beautiful and wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Found my news. Boop, 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 boop.